and thank you for joining me for another Sunday meal prep video. I am so happy that you are here with me today. On the menu today we have taco bowls, and we are also going to do a Weight Watchers chili recipe. Of course, I've made a few modifications to it, but I do think that it comes out to a 0-point recipe on the blue plan. Along with that, we are going to have corn muffins. Y'all know I love to make those anytime I have some kind of soup or chili or anything. And then we are going to try pumpkin cheesecake. I found another cheesecake recipe. I'm going to give it a go, see if it is good. I actually may make the cheesecake first because the last time I didn't realize like it had to set for so long in the refrigerator, so that maybe by the end of tonight we can do a little taste test and include it in with the video. So I might make the pumpkin cheesecake first, and then we will get the crock pot meal going, and then do our fruit bowls, and then do our taco bowls. Also today I picked a couple of easy meals, and these are both repeat meals. Obviously I've done my taco bowls several times. Those are one of our favorites. I've only made this Weight Watchers chili one other time before, and I am making a few different changes to it than what I made before. I'm going to use black beans, and I got this chili sauce. I don't know if I'll use it in there or not. It is 0 calories. It's just something I found on the Kroger app, just to try to give it a little extra flavor. So I'm going to taste it and see what it tastes like. I think it was like $1.99, so we shall see if I end up using that or not. But anywho, lots of good meals, lots of easy meals, because I do have my granddaughter here with me today. So filming shall be fun, trying to get that worked in between, you know, doing things for her. So we will see how it goes. But I am so glad that you are here. If you are new and you haven't already subscribed, hit that red subscribe button down below and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And also follow me over on Instagram. Here's my Instagram handle. And also I have a really great Facebook group. It is called Finding Our Way. This is the icon to it, and there's a direct link down in the description box to that Facebook group. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Alrighty, we are getting ready to start our meal prep. This is all that Charlie has to prep today, which Lynn is up here too, which is kind of odd. But we have several peppers, which I bought 4 of them at the grocery store, but Charlie got this little one out of our garden. Our garden really was kind of a failure this year. We didn't get very much stuff, but he got a bunch of cucumbers, and then we've gotten some peppers, and that's been probably about it. I'm going to have him dice all of these up, and then I actually may just throw some of them into the turkey chili that I'm going to make, just to, you know, give it a little flavor. We'll just see how much that is, but he will just dice them just like normal. Here is my tomato for him to slice, which I'm a little worried about this tomato. I mean, it's hard as a rock, y'all. He does have to make a run to Publix later to get a couple of things, so we may have to pick up a new tomato. And then the cantaloupe, we'll see how it is. It feels hard. That's the bad thing. You just never know what you're going to get. Of course, I have the 2 pineapples, and then my blueberries for the week, which I will wash those in the vinegar and water. And what are you doing, Luna? Huh? What are you doing? You going to get mad at me? She gets such an attitude. She thinks I'm going to take something away from her. Huh? Don't be getting mad at me. Okay, anywho, we are going to try to prep as quickly and efficiently as possible today, because we do have Miss Athena here. So that's one reason that I hopefully have easy meals to make, taco bowls and some turkey chili. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to cook it on the stove or in the crock pot. We shall see. Let's get to it, and let's roll into Charlie's prep.
That's something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison in me. You're all that I'm about. Loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of my control. I want that something, baby, 'cause I can go without. Mama used to tell me love ain't right if it ain't easy, but I'm in too deep to walk away from you. Papa used to tell me love should never drive you crazy, but I lose my mind if you don't get his suit. I'm addicted to your love, to your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. I'm a sucker for your love, for your love, your love. I'm never gonna get enough. You can end it, say it's over, but I'm never going sober. I'm addicted to your love, your love. I'm good. It's like I'm burning lately when you're not in my blood. Loving the highs, don't mind the lows. It's getting out of my control.
Okay, so I am getting ready to start on this Weight Watchers Pumpkin Cheesecake, which is one smart point. Look how big this printed. I printed it from my phone. It's like in giant font. So it is easy to read. I can't remember what website this come from. It's actually not on here, but I will have this recipe linked in the description box down below. But it is pretty simple. Basically, it is 3 eggs. I have 3 eggs here. 3 cups of non-fat Greek yogurt. I've already measured it out. I use the Chobani. They prefer the Fire or whatever. For some reason, I prefer Chobani. I just think that it's not as bitter as the Fire, but that's just my opinion. So any of them will work, to be honest. 1 small box of the sugar-free Jell-O cheesecake pudding mix. It says, or you can use vanilla if you can't find the cheesecake. And then it calls for half a tablespoon of caramel extract. We couldn't find any of that, so I'm just going to use vanilla extract instead. And then we need 3/4 of a cup of 100% pure pumpkin. I have that measured out here. And make sure it is the 100% pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling that has all of the stuff added to it. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and then a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then it calls for 3 tablespoons of stevia. I'm just going to use this monk fruit sweetener instead because I don't have any stevia. And basically we're going to mix it all up, put it in this pie pan. I'm just going to use this little blue bowl, and we are going to get started. The first thing we're going to do is do the eggs, the pumpkin, the vanilla extract, the cinnamon and the pumpkin pie spice, and the stevia, and then blend that well, and then we will whisk in the pudding and the yogurt. Maybe I need a bigger bowl. I don't know. This one might be good enough. Anywho, we will get started. Let me get my eggs ready. I like to put those in first, make sure there's no shells, and we'll get going on it. And then it's going to bake for 30 minutes. And it says to let cool for 15 to 20 minutes, and then put it in plastic, wrap it in plastic and chill it overnight, which my plan is to try at least a little bite of it later tonight so that we can see what we think about it. We'll see. That's why I'm making this first before I start my actual meals. So, wish me luck. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do are our 3 eggs. Just 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we have our 3 eggs in there. Now we are going to go in with our 3/4 of a cup of pumpkin. And then we're going to do vanilla extract. It does call for caramel extract, but I don't really think that there will be that much of a difference. It says half a tablespoon. I'm just going to do a splash. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of the pumpkin pie spice, which this is a half teaspoon because it will fit down in here. So we were going to do 2 of these. So there's 1, 2. I love the smell of that. I got to get some more. I'm almost out. I figured since it's October, I'm going to try to do a lot of pumpkin recipes. So definitely need to add that to my list. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. So there's 1, 2. Again, that's a half teaspoon. So 2 of those. And then we need 3 tablespoons of the monk fruit sweetener, which you can find this almost anywhere. I don't know if y'all found it before or not. This one I actually picked up at Ross one day just because it was cheaper than what it was in the grocery store. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of that. And then we're just going to mix this up really well. And then it says to whisk in the dry pudding and the yogurt. I think I'm going to take the pudding mix and mix it in with the yogurt, and then I will just mix it into that. So I already have my yogurt measured out here. That's 3 cups of yogurt. And then we're going to go in with 1 packet of this sugar-free cheesecake mix. Okay, that's mixed pretty well. Now we are just going to slowly add it in. So I need to get like a good whisk, but I'm going to use this whisk that Roy sent me for Easter because it's the only one that I have other than a little bitty one that I got for Athena to use. So we're just going to like put a little bit in at a time and then kind of whisk it and then add a little bit more. I should probably get the hand mixer out. We'll see how this mixes. It's doing pretty good. Okay, so I actually think that's looking pretty good and creamy. I have high hopes for it. It smells good. I'm going to give it a little taste. It tastes good. It's a little tart, I don't know if I should add some more sweetener to it or just go with it. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put a little bit of the Swerve brown sugar sweetener in there. Actually, I forgot that I do have some of this Swerve like granulated sugar replacement. This will be just something in addition to the monk fruit. We'll just do a couple of tablespoons just to give it a little extra sweetness. Okay, I think that's a little better. We'll go with that. Let me clean up and get my pie dish, and we will get it sprayed and in the oven. Okay, so you can use either a springform pan or a pie dish. I'm just going to use this pie dish, and we are just going to spray it with this Baker's Joy spray, and that way hopefully it won't stick. Okay, there we go. We're going in for 30 minutes. Let's pray that this one turns out good. Okay, here is my pumpkin cheesecake fresh out of the oven. Charlie just pulled it out. I just let it cook for exactly the 30 minutes, although the middle of it seems a little jiggly. But the last time I put mine back in because I felt like it needed it, and I'm afraid that that might be what messed it up. So I'm just going to follow the directions exactly and just let it set. I'm going to let it sit here and cool completely, and then it's going to go in the fridge for the rest of the day and night, obviously. We may try a little sliver of it later tonight just to see what it tastes like, because the last one was a failure and we had to throw it out. But we shall see. If this doesn't end up good, then I'm just going to make a batch of my chocolate cookies probably tomorrow night or something for the rest of the week. Alright, so we are going to put together our fruit bowls like we do every week. We have pineapple, cantaloupe, and blueberries only this week. No watermelon. I don't think they're good anymore this season. So we are going to throw these together real quick, get them in the fridge.
One step away from having it all. Boyfriend, girlfriend, a fancy car. You're insatiable. You just want more. Climbing mountains, crushing your goals. But you put your happiness on hold. Still waiting to start living. You need to know you're beautiful. You're perfect just like you are. Release your control, start to let go. Take a night off and let yourself go a little crazy. Crazy, crazy. Release your control, let your body go a little crazy. Just crazy, crazy. Let your body go. Live your life like you're winning. Pressure in it. You've been struggling too long. Now it's time to move on.
Alright, here are my completed fruit bowls, yogurt bowls. This is my tomato for the week, and then the diced peppers for my pizzas and breakfast. So I'm going to throw this in the fridge, and then we're going to get the Crockpot Chili going. I'm going to use my Ninja Crockpot. It's not going to have to cook that long. It's probably just going to cook for like 4 hours because I am going to brown the turkey and then just basically let it simmer in the crock pot all afternoon. But we need to get that going as well, and then we will make the taco bowls. I'm ready to get started on this Weight Watchers Crockpot Turkey Chili, which I'm really changing the recipe completely from the way this is written. I will link this down below. The last time I changed it, I added in some Rotel and used Bush's chili beans, but that added points. So this time I'm not going to do that at all. I might actually just type up a whole new recipe because this is going to kind of be completely different. This is almost just a guide to go by. And always remember, you can always substitute and change whatever you want to on recipes. Lots of times it's not going to make that much of a difference if it's something that you like better or it's going to save you points. So you can always, you know, make everything your own. So we are going to do 2 pounds of the 99% lean ground turkey, and also we are going to do black beans instead of, which the recipe calls for red beans, and then the last time I used the Bush's beans and those had points. So we're just going to do 2 cans of drained and rinsed black beans. We are going to do the 28-ounce can of crushed Hunt's tomatoes, and then we are going to do 2 cans of original Rotel and 2 cans of Fire Roasted Rotel. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of chili powder. It calls for 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. I will probably go ahead and put 2 tablespoons in just because y'all know I love it. And then I found this online on the Kroger app, and Charlie just tasted it. He said it's pretty spicy. So we're going to put 2 tablespoons of this in. It's actually 0 calories. I've never even heard of this. It's 0 calories for a teaspoon of it, but when I plugged it in, it doesn't add any points or anything. So this is Sambal Olek, God, I know I'm butchering that name, ground fresh chili paste. So we're just going to do 2 tablespoons of that, and hopefully we will have a nice filling 0-point spicy turkey chili. So that is the plan, and I'm going to do it all in the Ninja Crockpot, including browning the ground turkey. I actually have it on because it takes a minute for it to get hot, so it does feel like it is warmed up. So we are going to get the turkey browning, and then I'll probably pause y'all for a second and then come back and we'll add in all the other ingredients because it'll take a little bit for the turkey to brown. Okay, so we are going to spray our crock pot as usual with just the olive oil spray, and we're going to go in with our 2 pounds of ground turkey. There's 1 and 2. And then we are just going to go ahead and season this up with regular salt and pepper, just season to taste. And then you can always add more salt and pepper later if you need to, but I always like to season the actual meat. And then we are just going to use this little handy dandy tool. You can get these on Amazon. I will try to link one below. I know that everybody loves these little meat choppers. I don't really know what they're called, but it's great to like break up some ground meat. And again, we will be back once this turkey is browned and basically add all of the other ingredients in. I'm going to get all of my cans opened. I'm going to drain and rinse my black beans and just have it all ready to dump in here, and then we will flip it over to the crock pot function. Right now it is on the stove top function so that this will brown, and then we'll just basically let it cook for the rest of the day. Okay, so we will be back. Okay, we are back and we are ready to put everything else in. So we are going to go in with 3 tablespoons of chili powder. This is a half tablespoon, so I'm actually going to do 6 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of ground cumin. So we're going to do 4 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of this chili paste, which it smells pretty spicy. It smells good. We'll see. So there's 1 and 2. Oh no, that's only 1 tablespoon because this is a half. So I need to do 4 of them. 3, 4. We'll see how spicy she is. We'll give that a quick little mix around in the meat. And then we have all of the tomato sauce and rotel to add and the beans, and that will be it. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and flip it over to the slow cooker function. I'm just going to leave it on high because it's already like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That way it'll be ready by 6. Okay, so I have the 2 cans of drained and rinsed black beans. I'm going to put those in. And then we have the Hunt's 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And we have 2 cans of original Rotel. There's 1 and 2. And then we have 2 cans of the Fire Roasted Rotel. There's 1 and 2. And that is all that I'm going to do to it right now. I'm going to mix it up, pop the lid on it, and then we will just check on it in a couple of hours and see what it's tasting like to see if it needs any additional seasonings or anything. Okay, it's looking good. I will see y'all in a bit. Now we're going to move on and do the taco bowls. Okay, I am ready to start on the taco bowls. I know y'all seen me make this several times. It is so easy, but we are going to do ground beef for Charlie's, ground turkey for mine, and then we're basically going to split everything between the two. Of course, we will just each salt and pepper to our taste, and then we will each get half a packet of the hot and spicy taco seasoning, half a packet of the original, and then we will split this Frontera taco skillet sauce, and that is super yummy. That really kicks your tacos up a notch. And then for the bowls, we're going to do 2 cans of drained and rinsed black beans and 2 cans of whole kernel corn. This time I did get something different to try. This is fire roasted, so I'm just going to kind of drain it and not necessarily rinse it, but just so that it's not, you know, too wet in the bowl. So we shall see how that tastes with our taco bowls this week, which I will probably make mine into like the quesadillas because I just really love doing that. And yeah, so we're going to get to it. We're each going to make our own. Charlie is going to come in here and kind of help throw his together. He kind of likes to make his different than I do mine, so he can cook his to his taste, and then we will just plate these up and they will be done. This is such an easy meal to prep ahead. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get started on mine. Charlie is coming. He's going to do his over there. I'm just going to record mine because it is the WW friendly version, which I guess the ground beef could be as well, but that's what, 93%? Yeah. I would use 96% lean ground beef here. Throw this way. I would use 96% lean ground beef if I was going to use ground beef to make mine. But I am just going to do salt and pepper. And get the turkey browned up. I wasn't sure if that pan was big enough for the ground beef, but I guess it's about the same as the turkey. So I'll be back in a minute once my turkey is kind of brown. I'm going to go ahead and get the corn ready and get the black beans drained and rinsed, and then I'll be back once I start adding in my taco seasonings and stuff. Okay, so I am back. My turkey is brown, which means that it is white now instead of pink. I'm going to go ahead and add in half of the packet of the hot and spicy taco seasoning. Give that to Charlie, and then half a packet of the original. You could do mild, you could do whatever you like. Again, this is completely customizable to your taste. And I'm just going to stir that around a little bit, and then I'm going to add in half of this packet of the Frontera sauce. Okay, and then I'm going to add in half of this. Which this stuff is so good, y'all. I really can't rave about the Frontera sauces enough. Don't you agree, Charlie?
Yeah, they're really good.
I can't tell if that's half. And honestly, that is it. It is that simple to make the taco bowls. Charlie's is literally the same thing, except for he's got the ground beef instead of the ground turkey. He's having to drain the fat off his beef. That's one nice thing. I like the 99% lean ground turkey. I just like to season it up really well. Once I realized that it was good if I seasoned it, now I'll eat every meal with it and it doesn't bother me. I just add more seasoning. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I'm just going to let this simmer for a few minutes and we will be ready to plate up. Alright guys, we have our taco bowls ready. So Charlie's going to plate his up. I'm going to plate mine up. We're just going to do like a line of beans, a line of corn, and a line of the ground turkey, or in his case, ground beef mixture. And then you can use these to make wraps. You can make taco bowls with them over lettuce, which that's what I've done before too. Sometimes I'll make like one quesadilla and one small taco salad with it, and that's super delicious. And eat some of my chips, my baked Tostitos, which is kind of my plan this week. So we shall see. Charlie's the opposite of me, so I do like all of the meat and then I will do all of the beans. He does like one whole bowl. I'll be taking everything.
Are we kidding? We can't pretend that we feel nothing, but if you're game, I am willing to jump. Cause I've been thinking about crossing the line and just giving. Can I feel it the way I do? Cause I've been thinking about you all the time, can't get enough. I wanna make it with you.
Okay, so we got them plated up. These three here in the front are mine with the ground turkey and stuff. I think this comes out to 2 points per serving, just because of the taco seasoning and that Frontera sauce that's added to the ground turkey. Of course, you could always leave out the Frontera sauce, use a little bit less taco seasoning, and almost make this a 0-point meal. The corn and beans are 0 on the blue plan. And then here are Charlie's that he plated up, and so that we got that done probably in less than 15 minutes. So super quick, super easy, super convenient, and super filling and delicious and low in points. And again, I've got room to play with points with adding like wraps to make quesadillas or eating some of my baked Tostitos or whatever I want this week. So anywho, looking forward to this along with my turkey chili. And yeah, so next up we are going to make our corn muffins, and then we'll pretty much just have to wait on the chili to finish cooking. So pretty easy prep today. Okay guys, we are moving right along today. We are going to go ahead and do the corn muffins real quick. The chili still has a little whiles to go. Then I think I'm going to get a little bit of a break, and then we will get everything out and wrap this up. So anywho, I know that y'all seen me make the corn muffins probably frequently lately because I know I've done chicken noodle soup, taco soup, all that stuff, but you know, we love them. So in here I have 1.5 cups of the yellow cornmeal mix, the hot rise, and you can use any self-rising cornmeal mix. It doesn't have to be that one, which I finished that one off, so that will go in the trash. And then we're basically going to do 1.5 cans of cream style corn, and it's about 21 ounces. So I'm going to weigh it, which that comes to 14 ounces. There we go, 21.15. So that is good enough. And then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of egg whites, and that's 1, 2, and 3. And that's literally it. We are just going to stir it up and then scoop it out into our muffin tin. Okay, so I think that is stirred good enough. I have my muffin tin here that I have already sprayed with my Baker's Joy, which luckily this one's almost empty. I actually prefer the Pam Baker's Joy, so I'm glad to be finally getting rid of that one. It works the same, it's just the other one smells better. So we would just divide this into the 12 muffins.
Buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young.
Okay, that is it. We are going to go in the oven for 15 minutes, 400 degrees. And I'll show you when they're done. And here are my corn muffins, fresh out of the oven. I think they are perfectly cooked, perfectly browned on the bottom. Look at that golden brownness. It's what I love. I'm gonna get these in their container, and we are done with meal prep. We're gonna plate up the chili and get set up and close this out. This was a pretty easy one today.
Fun if you love me right, yeah. This could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire. Tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby. Take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it, boy. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me.
All right, we have finished our meal prep for the day. Record time, it's just a little bit after 4 o'clock for me, so that is really, really good. Over here, of course, I have my 7 containers of fruit, 7 containers of yogurt. Those are for my lunches. I will pair that with my turkey sandwich for the week. And then we have taco bowls for our other meal. These 3 over here on the left are mine with the ground turkey, and these 3 are Charlie's. He has ground beef for his. There is our pumpkin cheesecake that we made. It still needs to chill and cool quite a bit, so I'm going to see if we can do a little taste test later tonight and take a little clip of it and insert it probably right after this, right before the closing or in the middle of the closing clip somewhere. We shall see. But it still almost feels warm to the touch, and it's been in the fridge already and everything, so I may have to get the clip tomorrow and insert it in. We shall see. But I want to go ahead and let y'all know if we like it or not, because you know the last time it was kind of a failure, so I'm really anxious to see how this one turns out. I have high hopes. We shall see. Then we have this spicy turkey chili that I made. Both of us have taste tested it, and it is good. It is nice and spicy like we like it. I will link the recipe that I kind of went by down below, but I may just type out the recipe as well because I really changed most of it, to be honest. So I really just kind of used that other one as a guide. The other one is a turkey chili 0-point recipe that should be on the app. And then there are my corn muffins. Those are 3 points each, 7 points for 2 of them with Weight Watchers math. I will have those with the chili, but the chili is 0 points, so that will be a 7-point meal. And then over here, of course, I have my normal scrambled eggs and my bacon ready to go for the week. So all in all, again, I have completed another successful meal prep.
Okay everyone, thank you so much for joining me for another Sunday meal prep video. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. These were all pretty easy meals. I think I finished in record time. I just kind of kept on trucking and tried to throw everything together as quickly as possible since we have our granddaughter here with us today. But I hope that you try these meals. They are all super filling, delicious. I know they are. The cheesecake, is to be determined. If we can do a little taste test later, I still feel like it's way too early to do a taste test now. Then like right before this, I will have that clip inserted. But we shall see, or maybe I'll just insert it right here.
All right, we're gonna lean down here. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It does not have that curdled consistency. Let me try.
Yeah, take the
the end piece or the outside edge. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a winner.
Yeah, good job. Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll let you know after we eat another piece or two later in the week what we really think. This consistency is much better. Much, much better. It's not curdled like the last one. That last one was horrible, wasn't it?
Yep.
We literally threw the whole thing away. We each ate that one piece, and that was all we could stand. Like the next day, I was like, I can't eat no more of it. Throw it out. So, anyway, I think we got a winner on our hands. This might be a keeper. Woohoo!
If we do a little taste test, but anywho, thank you again. Thank you to Jennifer's Gems that make it all the way to the end. I know that y'all are real ones, and I love you guys, and I appreciate you, and I will see you all in the next video.
Your love and